They say silence is a virtue. For me, it has been a prison. For 10 years, my family has looked at me and seen nothing but a broken girl, a wolf who never shifted, a daughter who never spoke. But tonight, the silence ends, even if only in these pages. I watched my father through the cracked door of his study today. His hands were shaking. He wasn't counting gold. He was counting his sins. When the carriage arrived, that black, heavy carriage marked with the crest of the blood moon, I knew. He didn't just sell our lands. He sold the only thing he had left, me. Then I felt him. Before I saw him, I felt the air grow cold. King Kaelen. They call him the Cursed Alpha. They say he tears the hearts out of those who look him in the eye. When he walked into our hall, the floorboards didn't just creak, they groaned under the weight of his power. He smelled like cedar wood and ancient blood. He didn't look at my father. He looked at me, as if he could see the voice I've been hiding behind my teeth. My stepmother, Morgana, didn't even say goodbye. She just reached for the pouch of gold he tossed on the table. That clinking sound, that was the price of my life. I stepped into his carriage without a word. The leather seats felt like a coffin. As we drove away from the only home I've ever known, I realized something. In that house, I was a victim. In the king's palace, I will have to become a predator. The gates of the Black Citadel are opening now. The moon is full, and I can hear the howling of 1,000 wolves. They think I am a silent lamb. They have no idea what is about to wake up inside of me. My name is Aria Moonstone, and this is the first night of my revenge. The carriage stopped with a jolt that rattled my bones. Outside, the Black Citadel didn't look like a palace. It looked like a jagged tooth rising out of the earth. The rain was heavier here, turning the world into a blur of gray and shadow. When the door opened, the cold hit me first, bitter, smelling of pine and ancient stone. Kaelen didn't offer his hand. He simply stepped back, his amber eyes tracking my every movement as I climbed down. I didn't look at him. I looked at the gates, realizing that once they closed, the girl I used to be was dead. The interior was vast. Torches flickered in iron brackets, casting long, dancing shadows that looked like wolves pacing the walls. As we walked, I felt eyes on me, not just Kaelen's, but his pack. I could hear their whispers, sharp, biting comments about the mute human girl the king had bought. They thought I couldn't hear them. They thought because I didn't speak, I didn't understand. They laughed at my father's debt. My skin crawled, but I kept my chin high. If they wanted a doll, I'd give them one. A doll with a heart of glass and teeth of steel. Kaelen stopped in front of a massive oak door. He turned to me, his presence so large it felt like he was stealing the oxygen from the hallway. "This is your cage," he said. His voice wasn't a growl. It was a low velvet purr that made my pulse betray me.
"You will eat when I say. You will sleep when I say. And eventually, little bird, you will find your voice and tell me why your eyes turn silver when you think no one is watching."
He knew. My heart stopped. He had seen the one thing I had spent my life hiding. He left me there, the heavy bolt clicking into place from the outside. I sat on the edge of a bed that felt too soft, in a room that felt too large. I pulled my diary from under my cloak. My father sold me to pay a debt, but he didn't realize he gave me exactly what I needed: proximity. Kaelen thinks he's the hunter. He thinks he's the king. But even kings bleed, and I have all the time in the world to learn how to make him do it.